There is only one thing in this world that is more beautiful than the scene before you. Boom. This folding knife right here. And guys, thank you for watching The Knife Whisperer. And remember, I love you.
Oh, come on. Gotta go deep. Oh, got it. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. I didn't know it was recording. I was trying to, pick a winner, you know what I mean? Well, at least I didn't eat it, I guess. Welcome to the Knife Whisperer Knife Review. Today, boys and girls, we have got a knife that has just hit the market with a huge splash. And today we are going to be talking about the Ferrum Forge Stinger. Now, this is a make on a Ferrum Forge custom that they did a few years back. It was a limited run. And a lot of people were asking for this model back, and they decided to come back with it in a budget form. So this knife here is a budget form of a popular Ferrum Forge design, the Stinger. This is made by We out of China, and We does great work. We all know that by now. And what makes this knife special is most of these budget knives are coming in with D2 or 9CR, and you know, that's pretty much it. But this one here, I don't know if you can see it there, it has Nitro V. Now this steel is fairly new to the market. There was a knife a couple years ago, a year or two ago, that came out from Mass Drop. It was what was it? The Perpetua. That had Nitro V steel. That was made by Millet, and it was a TJ Swartz design. And I believe you can still get that knife on drop for around, I think around $100. It's got the Axis style lock on it. That's a pretty nice knife too. But this bad boy here, the Ferrum Forge Stinger, is sporting Nitro V steel. The blade is 3 1/4 inches long. And what's great about this is they have this little, like, it's not like a nail nick. It's like, I guess I don't know what you call it, a groove, I guess. And they didn't really chamfer the edges too much, so it's nice and sharp in there. Not sharp to where it's going to cut you, but sharp enough to where you can get your finger in there and your finger will catch it. Oops, of course now that I'm on camera I'm not going to be able to do this. And you can spidey flick this. So it makes it extremely fidget friendly. This knife is fun as all heck to play with. Great action. It is on bearings. We have jimping on the top spine here. The spine is 0.12, so not too thick, and it comes down to a very, very slicey edge. I measured between 16 thousandths and 14 thousandths down here. 16 towards the tip. So you've got a very nice thin slicey blade. You can fillet air for days with this bad boy. Now, the handle, G10, and it's a it reminds me a lot of the texture that's on the Paramilitary 2, just a little bit less less aggressive feeling. And we have a nice deep carry pocket clip, and it's recessed into the G10 with the screws being nice and flush, so that when you put it in pocket, you're not going to catch on any of those screw heads. So that is very well done. You have a nice gear pattern back spacer. This is all stainless steel liners, which of course results in your stainless steel lockup. Nice little liner lock in there. And it does have a nice cutout here, so you have really good access to get at it with your thumb. And it's pretty smooth actually. This thing drops down pretty well. I just got this too. For being such a light blade, it does drop down pretty nice. And I'm sure it just needs to be broken in a little bit better, and if I pull it apart and clean it, might even be a little bit better. But yeah, you know, you got your typical great Wii action on this. Really, what this is a Civivi, just with a better blade steel, really. I mean, that's what it feels like. It feels just like a Civivi. Maybe, I don't know, a little bit better quality. It's very thin, so the handle is only 0.40 in your thickness. So very thin. You don't even know that this thing is in your pocket, because it's only 2.5 ounces for weight. Weighs nothing really. And as you see, you have a nice sterile blade here. The only thing that is on this blade is the tiny Nitro V in the corner there. Your Ferrum Forge symbol is on the pivot, which is nicely done, because that acts as your like your anchor, so that when you adjust this pivot or take it out, it won't spin on you. So that is welly done. Beautiful thing. Absolutely spectacular. Because there's nothing more annoying than a free spinning pivot, especially if you don't have two tools, you know. So that is greatly appreciated. All your hardware here is nice and flush with your handles. It is T6, unfortunately, but that's all right. You know, this the Wii hardware is good stuff. You know, you have to try to strip it out. You know, their hardware has always been well done. And let's see, what else am I missing here? Oh, of course, typical Ferrum Forge fashion, you have that nice full-size finger choil. So that allows you to get right up on this knife to do all that fine work that we all do not do. But yeah, you know, it gives you that option if you have to do some detail work. You know, they always do well with their choils. So yeah, this knife is coming in most places for about 90 bucks, although a lot of places are having them on sale. And if you go to White Mountain Knives, and they have them in stock right now as of today, which is September 2nd, 2020. They have the green G10, black G10, and then this one here is the tan, even though it looks green in videos and pictures. And actually, even in person, it looks almost greenish, but this is the tan. So you got tan, black, and green. And if you put in for a coupon code LTK, Love Them Knives, he has a coupon code, you get 10% off, and you get this knife for $81, and that's shipped. You know, White Mountain Knives has free shipping, so it's awesome. So go to White Mountain Knives, LTK, get your 10% off, $81 to your door. And for that price, guys, that is an amazing deal. So I wanted to talk to you a little bit about Nitro V. I did a little bit of some investigation work to see what we were working with here. So let me consult my notes here. Nitro V is a stainless steel. It is sold by Jersey Steel Baron, and it was released in 2017. It compares to like 14C28N, which we all know that as a Kershaw's more. That's Kershaw's top end steel that they came up with. So that's an actual steel that was developed for folding knives, and has 14C has got, you know, decent edge holding, great corrosion resistance, and so Nitro V on paper is a lot like 14C28N, and it actually has a little bit more nitrogen in it, so it might be a little bit better in the corrosion department. I'll load some pictures in here with some charts of Nitro V against some other steels and the hardness and stuff. So you guys can pause and take a look at it yourselves. But so that's, guys, that's a lot better than the D2 that we've been seeing and the 9CR. And it's just nice to see something different for once, you know. So well done, Ferrum Forge, for coming up with that idea. And you know, that's a great steel to throw into this budget-ish knife. You know, it's still close to $100, so it's, for some people, I mean, including me, I mean, I'm not a millionaire by any means. This might not be a budget knife. It might be somebody's, like, mid-grade, you know. But, like I said, you know, if you go to White Mountain Knives, put in LTK, you get it for $80 shipped. And then it's not quite so bad. And, so overall, I definitely recommend this knife. It is, a great design. The ergos are awesome. Very slicey. You're getting a good steel. And, you know, you got great flipper deployment. And you can spider flick it. So, it's awesome in the fidget department as well, guys. This is a great knife. I'll give you a little, size comparison here. This is the CJRB full size feldspar, and as you can see, it is smaller than the full size feldspar, and a lot lighter too. Unfortunately, I did find, at least on mine here, if you guys remember back from my review on this CJRB, I have had this issue. Can you hear that? That's like, if me moving this blade back and forth, it's almost like the bearing, not the bearing, but the pivot is too big for the rod going through there. Like the hole is too big, or maybe the rod is too small. But it's, so you get that little bit of play, and you know, functionally that doesn't do anything to the knife. It's still fine, but it just drives me crazy. And unfortunately, this knife here, oh, you can't hear this one, but this one has a little bit of that same problem. So if, unfortunately, you know, maybe yours won't have that problem. And like I said, it doesn't do anything bad functionally. Your knife still works fine. Everything still locks up nice and tight. You know, there's no play there. You know, you can't go wrong. But I just figured I'd point that out, that there is a little bit of play in that pivot there. And so be on the lookout for that. But overall, guys, great knife. And we got the flex that you can't see. We got the hug for days. I love you long time. And let me know down in the comments what you guys think of the new Ferrum Forge Stinger. I give it